There's the button. Press the button. There's the button. We have pressed the button. And that's the raid from Amber. Hello, Amber. Thank you so much for the raid. Set sharp. I pressed the button. It is a fact. So. Yep, that is the only mod that we'll be using, Teek. We're just going to play this with the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack. Welcome on in, Raiders. I am mecha-chrono. I play video games. The video game I'm playing today is Final Fantasy VII Remake, redeemed by our friend Teek the Gamer, who is currently in chat. We're playing it with mods. This mod specifically is about making the title screen more epic. Hey, how you doing, Magic? Yeah, the font is specifically supposed to be reminiscent of the font of the original Final Fantasy VII. Like it's normal. I'm gonna turn this up. I forgot what I actually have installed at the minute. Oh, I have installed that we don't have the credits ruining the opening sequence. Welcome on in, everybody. Secret to everybody, but especially me. I was messing around with some of the mods, and I was like, okay, we're good. And then I deleted some of them and replaced them with others. But this is also a good chance to go through FF7 Remake again. I remember when I did this last year, talk about how disappointed I was that this opening isn't just the original opening, because I love the original opening. But going through it again, it's weird to me that they have the One Winged Angel lyrics playing here. Like, if I was going to pick any theme to undertone this and give it a sinister vibe, it'd be the Shinra theme. And then, like, the Shimmer theme reaches its crescendo here. But it's weird that they do the Sephiroth bit. This does, like, really feel better without the credits overlaying this, though. That's a mod. Makes it feel a lot more like the original that way. Also featuring the face cam this time, which we didn't have when we did this the first time. Yeah, I do get the idea that it is somebody's New Game Plus. I don't know if it's Sephiroth's. Probably worth noting, like, because we've done this before, we are gonna be talking spoilers, so if you haven't played FF7 Remake, like, you probably should. Probably should, yeah. Opening bomb mission, though. I don't like that Aerith looks at the camera. They should have still had the searchlight flash across the camera, though. The main thing that gets me with this, though, is Zack. Like, everything that happens after the start, fair enough. This is Sephiroth doing something new, somehow traveling back in time to do something, which is why Marle's there. She's there to stop him. But, like, Zack surviving is the weird thing that doesn't seem to fit in with everything else. Oh, I did not put on that one. I didn't put on the mod for Klim. Alright. We're gonna have to save this really quick and then put that mod on for Klim. Miles travelled back in time to stop Sephiroth, because she has experience with time travel. Forgot I had that mod on.
Get down here, Merc.
Okay, so bear with me real quick, because this mod is very important and I need to have it on while Klim's here. Try this again, shall we? Sorry about the false start. It's fine. We can enjoy opening bombing mission again. This is 2 cutscenes, right? What if it isn't? It isn't. Okay, we're back where we were. Barrett.
Halt! Who goes there?
I don't understand why they run past the guy with the gun to go for the guy with the sword.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. That's that. Not bad.
Pulling it. Hands where I can see.
Forgot about that mod.
Have fun.
Is the music a mod? The music might be a mod.
Freeze!
I think the music's a mod.
Go ahead.
It is. It's the Black Mage's version.
Soldier operation.
That it?
Yeah, I see that on my end. There's the Black Mage's part of it. Yeah, the music's also a mod. It's the Black Mage's rendition of opening bombing mission.
Drop the weapon.
You got got this.
Yeah, what he said.
You're coming with us. Can't get surrounded.
How do you get surrounded by two? Oh, there's 3 people. Fair enough. Hey, how you doing, Isa?
Nothing to it.
You still haven't played the remake, Amber? What are you doing? Stream it. Yeah, welcome on here, everybody. People who came in from Amber's raid, Magic, Icy. Good to see you all. You're not playing the remake? Why is that? God, that is excessive. God damn, Uematsu. Tone it down. I appreciate you lurking, Isa. I appreciate you being here. It's always good to see you.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of
Oh,
us.
okay.
I'm glad to have him.
Took me a minute. Took me a minute
This is
there.
a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
You should play the remake. It's really good. It's got padding, like a lot, but like it's really good. Yeah, Shirtless Biggs is specifically for you, Clem.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
No Sunglasses Barrett is specifically for me. Yeah, because you were fanboying hard.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
Don't care.
What?
The dude is handsome. Less than 4 hours. That's good, Icy. That's damn impressive.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
There's a couple of mods that we've got for Jesse that we'll cycle through. This Kingdom Hearts Cloud costume, though, is great. I love it. And then the Kingdom Hearts Buster Sword as well. So some of the gameplay mods we've got, one that's really worth noting. The ATB gauge fills up faster than it does in normal game. Which, like, it fills up fast enough that it does kind of feel like a cheat. But bearing in mind, like, just how much of a problem it becomes by endgame, I'm okay with it. Also increases the speed that the AI companions ATB gauge fills up.
Not bad.
There's an option to have this costume without the wing. If the wing's not your thing. Which is fair enough. Because, like, the design itself is something I quite like. Maybe too many belts, though. But I like the red scarf. It's not as long as it's supposed to be, but that's okay. And I like the Vincent glove. Tell us what you're thinking, Shirtless Biggs.
This way.
Boxes. It's all good, Icy. I appreciate you being here at all.
Not so fast. We've got company.
This will be quick. So long. That it?
Awesome.
Not bad.
So there's the obvious mods that you'll notice, like Shirtless Biggs, Barrett with a Mega Buster, Kingdom Hearts Cloud. There are some more subtle ones that I want to see if you guys will notice on your own. You didn't notice the Mega Buster? Magic's got it.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage?
The model for the Mega Buster is taken from Devil May Cry 5.
Holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal
But it does have some modifications.
Have it your
Like
way. We can do
the
this
charge bar on the
or we
side
can
is
do this
green,
without you.
and there's a materia slot in the
Different reactor,
in the actual
different
cannon.
layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Yeah, the cloud picture there is a really nice touch. I like it. Share your wisdom with us, Shirtless Biggs.
3, 2. I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait!
Good riddance to bad trash.
That's my line.
Oh, that's hype.
He's alone! We can... Take him! Make it
Anytime
rain!
now. Enough. That's that.
We're back.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out!
I got this place covered.
Thanks, Shirtless Biggs.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in there.
I'm not fond of this idea of Avalanche being
Well,
a cell of a larger group. But that also ties into the whole issue from before Crisis of Avalanche originally being a group created by Rufus to assassinate his father. Which is fine, I just don't like that they use the same name as the group from this game.
Are you guys close?
I feel like these guys should just be their own thing. It's weird how much of a shithole Nibelheim is shown to be here.
ignoring me?
Yep.
Tifa and I...
Not really a good idea to antagonize the guy that you're supposed to be paying, Barrett. Meanwhile... that is an obvious JPEG in the window.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life.
Which is before Crisis.
Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you... It's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you?
The wrong way to say Mako.
Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. What you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Straight I do.
Get help.
Say that again.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the
It's
next
amazing
5
that Avalanche has like
Save the screaming for
4
later.
recruits already with how Barrett is as a person. Maybe, I mean, it is very much...
Our lives are on
like,
the
it's the
line
same way he is in the original, but it feels more obnoxious when he's voiced.
now. You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would
Look
you?
at the material. Also, Barrett ignoring standard gun safety. Do not point a weapon at somebody unless you intend to shoot them. They go forever.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun do the work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
It'll be nice if you'd aim the right direction, Barrett.
Back to the litter. How'd you like that? Come on. Still.
Fire!
For the real show. Here it comes. You got this. Do your job, Bert.
Shut up and move over.
Doesn't come with the sound effects. I feel like it'd be, like, probably too distracting if it did.
Could have done that on my own.
Sure you could.
That's a long way down.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system.
So, Clem was here when I was testing this game out
If you're careless. They'll
last
cut you
week.
down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah.
And I was testing it out on the Discord.
Make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first.
Mia was also here, but Mia isn't here right now.
Blood pumping.
Hey!
And we did this part, and Barrett just could not get through these barriers. It was kind of funny, except for the fact that Barrett was just constantly losing health from it. I made it through this time.
You're doing good, soldier.
I didn't realize there were lasers there.
Okay, let's see what's up next. More of the same. Come on, then. Pretty easy, right? You okay? Nice job, Cloud.
There we go.
Phew. Well, we got that over with, and we're almost at our objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Shame we don't have any bolt materia. Well, let's do this.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop.
One mod that I've got that I know Teek will appreciate. Balances the aggro that NPCs, that your AI party members pull.
Tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
So they generally pull the same amount of aggro as you do.
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
What are you talking about? I mean your age, not your rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh?
NPCs can actually tank, you can more effectively heal, presumably. I've not gotten far enough to really test that. But it means that you're not going to have the same issue you did in the original. Of just like constantly switching just to move, to get somebody else to take a hit.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
God, I can practically taste Tamako in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
Huh, more like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. Stand in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck. Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
That's weird that they stop you there because, from what I can see, you couldn't go down there anyway. It's blocked off by the tape.
These make me want to kill.
Sure it wasn't something you ate? See ya. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? Ain't no thing.
Alright, anything around? Nope. Awesome. Get going.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet core?
Good work, Barrett. Alright. One thing I absolutely do appreciate about this is getting to see these old environments, possibly just as they were always intended. Like, just a liquid Mako there, like that. And essentially what it means as an idea, which doesn't come across as well in the original version. Cool. Pool party.
All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Papa gonna get
Get to
paid.
the job.
So, one mod that's been on show, like, the entire playthrough so far that you may not have noticed is Cloud's eyes. Inclusion of Stamp as a medium.
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call.
It's a cool outfit, and I do really like it.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
With,
Double crossing.
it's a DLC outfit in Cydia Duodecim, and I really like it there as well.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh? Yeah, you see the challenge I did?
Keep it up.
Should I be worried? Gonna make your eyeballs. Gotta win this one for the play.
Well, let's push that stagger.
Hurry up.
Oh, bullshit. They just completely emptied the stagger meter.
What's that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
On the other side, got it.
Right off.
Nice try.
Frontal assault's no good.
Lock-on system did not make that clear.
That didn't work either. I won't give up. There! Attack it from the rear.
Aye, soldier boy. Show me what you got.
Still in it.
Get it.
Focus and find a way.
What's going on with the controller? Hey, how you doing, Flame? Advent Children will show up.
Take the lead.
Gonna go with a bunch of them, Flame.
Or go down in flames. Now's our chance.
Fine, Ether.
Give it everything you've got.
Oh, is it done?
I got this.
Ether, Barret.
Steady now.
Yes, it is. It's the Kingdom Hearts outfit.
Need to heal up soon. Think it through.
Right, hit it again.
Break yourself.
Hmm. Here we go.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Take cover.
Hit. Take cover behind that debris. Now, go. Gotta heal up.
You're fine, Cloud. Heal up now. Yeah, like I said, Flame.
Gotta memorize the attack patterns.
SMT1 on Sunday. You know, there was an interesting reason for why Dr. Light says that. That I heard, like, very recently, within, like, the last week, I think it was.
Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already! Still in it.
I'll get behind the goddamn barrier.
Now!
Yeah, so the voice acting was recorded in Japan. Not overly surprising. Apparently the script the voice actors were given, and this comes directly from the woman who voiced Mega Man.
Could keep going if I heal up.
Apparently the script they were given still had the Japanese names of the characters, and they were told to just, like, replace them with the American names when saying lines.
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Bert.
Mega Man 8.
We gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. So long. It's down. Rain is spotted.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
So with the Japanese names, that would mean that the script said that Mega Man's called Rockman. And with the voice actor for Dr. Wily clearly having some kind of speech impairment, it would come out as sounding like a W. Like, it went to say Rockman, which come out as Rockman. Before correcting himself and saying Mega Man instead.
The ball! You hear that?
Great, now I'm gonna get
Showed you
Marco
how it's
poisoning.
done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Yeah, the source for that is, the woman who voiced Mega Man in Mega Man 8. There was an interview that came out with her a while back. Which was also the first time she'd ever heard that she pronounced bass wrong. And she thought it was kind of silly that
Concentrate.
the character was called Bass and that none of the Capcom executives corrected her. Because, like, that would have gone through several people. And they never corrected that it was Bass and not Bass. It's nice for the timer to stop while this happens.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Magic. You take care of yourself. I think Metal Gear Solid 5 stream went well.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
It's pretty interesting. It's something that makes me curious about, like, going through the rest of the script, or, like, the rest of the voice acting in the game, and hearing if anybody else slipped up a little bit with the Japanese names.
Don't look back. Let's go.
Like, is there a line somewhere where someone almost calls bass forte?
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
You get my head in that butt, Jesse.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
You bow, bow.
Cooling.
Soldier boy, I'm ready. How?
The others are waiting. Gotta get this out of here ASAP.
Do it. Barrett, I'm taking your materia. I'm not allowed to take Barrett's materia.
Try this. You're done.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting, like, behind-the-scenes stories from a game. Particularly, it changes up the perspective we've had on something for so long. It's kind of cool. You really do not need 30 minutes to get out of here.
Brace yourself.
feel like I destroyed those boxes on the way down.
That was nothing.
I like that Cloud actually sprints at a decent speed. Like, especially for this. It feels like the sprinting you're doing here is like a good speed for trying to run for your life out of this place. What am I, chopped liver? Get over here.
See ya. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? How'd you like that?
Was never in doubt.
Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, considering we're out of it in less than 5 minutes, 30 minutes is excessive.
Sir.
Ah yes, the button that Heidegger has on his phone that just makes all the robo guards shoot at the reactor. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I don't like this as a story beat. That Shinra...
Come on.
The bomb goes off and it destroys the pump and nothing else. And Shinra destroys the rest of it. I don't like it. Particularly because it removes accountability from Avalanche. Shinra didn't need to be more evil. It removes accountability from Avalanche, and like the one thing Kate Sith makes a point of in the original game that is a good point. Like, the only good point Kate Sith makes. But yeah, you know, people died in the explosion that you caused.
Believe me, you'd be
You
the
have to
first
live with
know.
that guilt.
I'll take that as a yes.
Don't worry, I've got a wing.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
Like, if this was Avalanche's fault, that's better. That's a better idea. Because they are eco. They're essentially eco-terrorists.
Looks like we made it.
There has to be
And with
consequences
nothing but
for
a
their
few
actions.
scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh.
I think it's better when
Watch
it's
out for
Avalanche's
live
fault.
wires. They're everywhere.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far. That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can you people do anything without
Wait
bombs?
to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
Jesse did not take cover from that explosion.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No. No way.
Another thing I don't like about this
This
is
could have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
Shinra blowing up this reactor,
Merc's right.
the next reactor.
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now.
It makes
This
them
was just
dropping the
first
plate
reactor,
on
and
Sector
the
7
planet
or
won't be
to the
safe till we get
surprise.
the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for. was
Shinra
ever
decided to
worth
drop the plate on
sacrifice.
Sector 7 to destroy Avalanche.
Though you may not be crying
In the
out,
original,
I know you're
felt
pain,
excessive.
Just like the planet. But it's okay, 'cause I'm here
They
for
just
you.
up the
Help
ante
take the load
a
off your
huge
shoulders.
notch. In this, it's like, yeah, no, they're doing something.
Your fears,
And it's like,
your worries, your
they're
concerns,
willing to cause excessive collateral damage to their own stuff for whatever reason.
whatever your
And the Sector 7 plate's just the next step. Alright, thanks for joining us, Clem. Hope you've enjoyed Shirtless
Next
Pigs.
move, boss.
That's easy enough.
You have a good night, buddy.
We get out. Oh,
Fine, almost there. I'm not sure if there are actually any other mods for Biggs. Biggs and Wedge are surprisingly, like, underserved by the mods.
regroup in the freight car.
Like, there's a bunch for Jesse. I feel like there's less for Barrett than there is for Jesse.
Hey. I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of Shinra blowing up the reactor instead of Avalanche.
Yoo-hoo. I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
It's restore materia. Healing materia is different.
For saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely
So yeah, Cloud's eyes are also
Words to
like
live
brighter
by.
to emphasize the Mako idea.
You do know how to use it, right?
Like soldier eyes, soldiers are infused with Mako. You can always tell a soldier by the eyes.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
It's weird to get high potions so early. I don't know. I prefer the idea that the Avalanche has to own up to the fact that they are terrorists and their actions get people hurt. I feel like it matters more that way. That like they have to understand that regardless of just how however well-intentioned they are, ultimately their actions were terrorism. And things aren't as cut and dry as that. Shinra's evil, yes. But are these people who rely on that service the people who died in this explosion? It adds moral complexity, I think.
Cloud, up here! Look up!
It's okay.
I said look up! Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
We'll get you to a doctor soon. Hang in there. If you really want to get to the station, you can always climb those stairs. Try picking your way across the rubble.
Alright. I mean, I get what you're saying, Teek, and it's a well-made argument. I feel like that also removes quite a bit of the agency from Avalanche as a group.
What? Why?
Because it also means that they never get any kind of victory or lead up over Shinra until Sephiroth takes that out of their hands. They're always on the lower rung. And then when Sephiroth attacks Shinra headquarters, that's when things turn against Shinra. The wild card that they couldn't have expected. Like I said, I feel like it removes a lot of the agency from Avalanche because of that.
Station's intact.
There's also not a good reason for Shinra to do that.
Look at all this debris. It's worse than the slums.
Like, not one that's presented in this, anyway. Well, in the original game, like, the first bombing is their victory. The second is a trap. And they lose that. The only victory they gain there is survival. And then the Sector 7 plate falls, and that's a loss. But then storming Shinra headquarters. Like, they get a win in rescuing Aerith there, then lose that in getting captured. Like I say, it gives them a bit more agency, and I don't know, I don't like the idea of them just being pawns.
What the?
Doesn't even exist at that point. I mean, Avalanche exists as long as Barrett's around, I feel. Literally just Barrett and Tifa. So, we don't have a mod over Sephiroth at this point. Except we do. Man, she is tall.
He couldn't be. But then...
He couldn't be Jesse. No, the raid on Shinra headquarters still maintains the same spirit as Avalanche. It's not until President Shinra is dead that the goal changes and Avalanche stops being a purpose. I'm gonna have to remove this mod before the next time we see Sephiroth, so Klim doesn't see it. I don't think Klim would appreciate Jesse being Sephiroth. Jesse Roth. It's also Barrett's goal and follows up on the Avalanche thing, like the ending of Avalanche.
Dead. I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. So many things would be lost. Your hometown.
So coming at this from having completed this again.
The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh.
My thought originally was this was hallucination. What if you're right, that Sephiroth is active, is like actually active here?
Binds us together
And this is actually Sephiroth.
And I would be loath to live in such a world. Which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry. It's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Because then, like, Sephiroth's gone. And it makes sense, the idea that he'd be a hallucination.
Hold on to that hatred.
But then Sephiroth just turns up at the Shinra building. Before we even see Genova.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
Something I look forward to being explained in the sequel. Alright, let's get out of here.
You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center.
I suppose the question, really, like the big question,
What a mess.
would be,
Vacate the area immediately. The
like,
explosives
would it
at the
feel
reactor have caused numerous
cheap
ongoing
or
fires.
like a dumb retcon to say that Genova can manipulate time?
Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra
The
Emergency
station?
Operations.
We'll take that fire escape. We'll put you right on the street.
The occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway.
I guess it's all about how it's handled. There's enough that we don't know about Genova, even after as much as 7 has been expanded. There's enough we don't know about Genova that it could still be reasonable.
How do they expect us to evacuate?
Don't let the intruder escape.
Those in the vicinity are instructed to leave immediately. If you need to
Security's everywhere.
please take a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway.
They better catch them.
Lavos didn't time travel, though. Did it? I mean, yeah, I've made the comparison before that Genova is basically Lavos as well. But Lavos didn't time travel, I'm sure. Like, Lavos' impact just destabilized time around Earth. Specifically around points where Lavos was somewhat active. Yeah. Man, evil Jesse is kind of hot.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my
I
luck.
feel like the whispers aren't explained enough in this game.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer.
And also, she said it was a gift.
In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your
Fucking love
distance.
Aerith in this game.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self...
Help me!
There's also the question of, like, why do these things start by attacking Aerith?
What are they?
I don't know. Go through the game again, see if they are actually explained enough.
You blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on the ground, right now!
You know what they say? Price of freedom sure is steep.
Here we go. That's that.
Let's go.
Interesting thought. And I can see the logic behind that. But there's also the hint that Aerith is running from the whispers at the start anyway. The idea that there's something sinister lurking around that might be chasing Aerith to begin with.
At the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at
Here we go.
Let's do this. See ya. Nothing to it.
Rock and roll. I counted several times. I don't know, like, we'll go through the game again and see if, like, it feels like they're explained enough. It's possible that I'm missing something or forgetting something.
You're mine. See ya.
Come on.
Try this. You're done. Sorry. Let's go.
Also the thought of, like, shouldn't the priority target be Sephiroth? Sephiroth is not supposed to be here.
Get ready. There's nowhere to run. Sloppy. Let's finish this. Enough.
Alright, come on.
That's that. See ya.
You know, that's actually a fair point. The characters are only strong enough to do something about the whispers at the end. But if we go off that logic, Sephiroth would be strong enough at the beginning. It's a fair point, too.
That's that. Don't let him escape! Give up! That's that. It's over. You're as good as dead. See ya.
Alright.
So much for the direct route. Find another way. Use the rooftops, maybe.
Shinra Emergency Operations Center. For the safety of security has been increased around Fountain Plaza. Blockades have been erected throughout the
Don't
area.
let him get away! No matter what!
Prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised. I repeat,
Oh, they've respawned.
But the rooftops look clear.
The main thing, though, it goes back to my question from earlier, though. The main question I have... Like, we start here.
Over there!
And it feels like as you're doing it,
To kill!
the events are changing from the original, but then the ending reveals that Zack survived.
Be advised, target approaching residential area. Seal all access immediately.
And that's my main question with all of that. It's like, great, Zack survived. That opens up so many new avenues for the story. But also, like, what caused Zack to survive this time?
Don't underestimate him.
Not bad.
I can't see it being Sephiroth. Because Zack's existence would only give Cloud a more solid foundation.
Nothing to it.
Because Zack being alive would immediately, like, render Cloud's illusion moot. Unfeasible. And Zack wouldn't be afraid to tell him, like, the whole thing. Like Tifa is.
Not bad.
Target spotted. Moving to intercept. Get the...
Although, what if Zack's survival is a repercussion? Like the idea that Zack hasn't survived yet. But in defeating the Arbiters of Fate, that changes pre-existing stuff in the timeline. Like Flashpoint. Like Flashpoint's the best example I can think of to explain where I'm going with this idea. Like, the Flash goes back in time and saves his mother, and that causes ripples across time that change other events. Like, why would Flash's mother being alive affect who the mugger kills in the alley? Or where baby Kal-El's ship lands? Who finds it? Like, similar idea. Like, it doesn't happen until we defeat the Arbiter of Fate. And that sends ripples back through time. So they're unable to make sure Zack dies. As is his fate. I don't know, it's all speculation at this point. Let's see where they go with it. Whenever it eventually comes out.
Let's finish this. Let's go.
But, like, ultimately, it leaves me in a more interested position for Remake 2 than I was with, like, this game. Though it also really does say, like, if you're gonna play this game, you really should play the original first. This game is less a remake of the original game and more possibly a sequel if you thought about Sephiroth coming back in time, like, after his defeat is, like, if that idea is actually true. There. I love that crescendo in the OG 7 battle theme. It's just beautiful.
Here it comes. Let's do this. Anytime now. No way. Gotta be careful.
Damn it.
Wait! I know that. Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. One-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
That censorship mod's fun, but I'm gonna turn it. The idea is it censors all the curse words with SpongeBob sound effects. Like the way SpongeBob had censored them.
What the f you been up to, huh?
Which is why it's a dolphin.
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
And thus continues the saga of Barrett being
Forget
the
I said
prick.
anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in.
We got a crowd to hide in, he says, before he goes making a spectacle.
Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
just want to get home.
Wow, the comfortable people riding in the freight car. Guess they don't have the
Stop that right now! Man, everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
Hey, Cloud.
If you're about to unburden yourself, don't.
Hey, you don't make it easy.
No thief's getting my money.
They even have hotels down there. Hey, got a sec?
Caught the perpetrators yet.
You're, holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still
See, my
shaking.
daughter now
You
lives
get
in
used to
Sector
it.
8, so
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
Just leave me alone.
Hey, Amanda.
Little help, Cloud? Please?
I'm
I
sure
can't
Sector
stop thinking
7's
about it.
affected, too.
The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
My first thought about why that shouldn't be something we're thinking about
I'm
is
just looking for
the
excuses
guard
for something
scorpion
that was
exploded
clearly
and
my
fell
own
into the Mako.
fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on.
And I didn't blow up the
Thanks, Cloud.
reactor.
You're a good listener.
Yeah, I'm doing alright. How you doing, Amanda?
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do? Hey, quit talking out your...
Yep.
Everyone
We got a crowd to
only
hide in.
cares about saving the planet.
And then Barrett goes and makes a scene.
Just who do you think you are?
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him. In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
Yeah, you're really not good at this, Barrett.
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
Of course, these two are tools for just clapping at that.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
This is why you're not allowed to be the leader after this, Barrett.
Oh dear.
I didn't hear anything. You hear that, Sue? Shinra Creed, my... We're the good guys.
Yeah, that's why we just bombed a reactor and killed a lot of people. Because we're the good guy. Jesse, when did you get in here?
Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the...
So we've got some music mods on
take us
for
around this
this
main pillar.
that replace certain tracks with other tracks that people thought were more
Set up a
fitting.
checkpoint here to scan the IDs of all
Those
passengers
tracks
heading in
being
and out.
tracks from the original game,
Date
but
of
like
birth,
rearrangements,
residential
re-renditions of them.
status, criminal history.
I feel like this
All
is
that
one of
and more
them,
is
but I honestly
automatically
can't be sure.
cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable. What'd I tell ya? Have a little faith. Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako, while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Sooner or later, there's nowhere left to leave to.
If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
You only go wherever the tracks take it.
Sweetheart. Don't worry, I'm fine.
Knew it couldn't be that bad.
Let's go see what mod I put on Tifa. I don't remember what mod's on right now.
We are good.
Yes. Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Yeah.
Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
You started it.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry. Not long now, honey. That is almost home.
How about it, baby girl?
How about what?
Right.
Train services have continued for the day.
I feel like it's been forever.
Just enough fried mark.
I'm just waiting.
One thing I'm kind of curious about with Intergrade is whether or not they added Yuffie
What kind of
to any of the scenes in the background.
Avalanche. That's what I heard on the train, anyway.
Avalanche. That sounds familiar.
Some Pleiades only have it. I've never seen anything like it before.
It's like a giant candle lighting up
Piled
the
up
whole
like
sky.
mountains. You couldn't go nowhere.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, it is. Eco-warriors with their dumb posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do.
So stop tearing them down.
I mean, look at all that
That was like
steel
your
work. You trying
problem.
to tell me that's not progress? What the? You okay, buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
That hot shower can't come soon enough. I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and sweat.
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
No, but it could be good for leveling.
The monsters in here. Move along now.
It's got to be an area we go to later, but I don't recognize it. Yeah, let's go see Tifa. There she is. Is it the Amano design?
Once again, relief supplies are currently being distributed.
What do you know? That ain't half bad. Make a grease monkey out of you.
It is. It's the Amano design.
Marlene.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel. I am.
I need to take off the invisible weapons mod.
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Because it's rendering Tifa's hands just invisible.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
I like the white hair.
Daddy, the Mako puts...
Not as fond of the red eyes.
blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get...
Weird, it's not actually installed at the minute. Perfect tool to help orient yourself in this enormous city, which, despite being expanded in the remake, you still visit very little of. And it's not like you actually explore it because of how linear the design is. Why that is?
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
Why are the hands invisible then?
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why me? Barrett's right there.
Hey! What do you think you're doing, scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey. I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right. But just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right. About that. We should talk outside.
There are aspects to this design I do kind of like. The white hair's nice.
The people who died all returned to the planet?
Of course.
Focus on red is pretty neat. Especially as contrast to the white.
Before we get on to money, there's an
But
empty
the
apartment
red
complex
eyes I'm not
just
as
down the
fond
road.
of.
It's nothing fancy.
Which is probably at least partly because I
thinking you could
really
stay
like
there
the
for
colour
now.
of Tifa's eyes.
The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then.
Seriously, I absolutely love the way
How
Tifa's
was it
eyes
up
look
on
in
the
this
plate?
game.
That was
A really nice
chaotic.
colour.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Dangerous part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at all.
Apparently he was fishing for info on
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
The design might have been
saw
too
Sector
much for
8 on the
PS1
news.
rendering. Like,
It
especially
was
the
like a war
detail on the
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece.
skirt.
They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
burning.
So,
I thought
it
reactors were
wasn't that
safe.
bad?
It was.
Oh, right. And here we are, good old Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor. Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
And thus begins Tifa's problem of pushing aside problems that she should really be explaining right now.
Wait a minute. That's Tifa's room. Don't be weird.
Would it be weird to just like go in there while she's right here? What is weird is that the door opens outward.
Should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get
There is
it.
one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but
That's it?
sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best.
Though
I'll see you bright and early at the bar.
collecting money for the filters is a
Thanks again for
separate job, so we
everything.
should negotiate price for that.
Guess it's time for introductions. Hey, you okay in there?
Shame Clem's not here. He'd be able to tell me if this music is in the original
Coming
game. Or if this is part of the mod. Good to see you, Cloud. Jesse, we've only just met.
Get back inside! Get off me!
So a mod that you can notice there, the robes that the Sephiroth clones were wearing in the FMV had more detail. There's a mod to make them like closer to their original versions where they were just black cloaks.
Sure.
Without the additional detailing on the rim. And the main theme of FF7.
Well now, you must be Cloud. I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Alright.
Nothing to report. What's gonna happen to Midgar? It was just one reactor. My husband decided to go to the station.
Another day.
A friend of mine's an aspired.
You ever there's one in 8 on Earth. There are so many people who just don't get that the planet is a living thing.
Shinra's brainwashed them.
For breakfast.
Morning.
Hey.
Just so you know, Marlene's still asleep.
Why did you point downwards when you said that?
Business, shall we?
Huh?
These water filters won't replace themselves. Although the next batch probably could, if Jessie put her mind to it. Most every home in the area has one. Folks love them because they practically eliminate the rotten egg smell. Honestly, they make us more money than this place. And it's easy money too. We bring new filters, collect the old ones, and get paid. What?
Give me a break. I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier.
Which is why no one will refuse to pay. What do you say? Please?
Let's get this over with.
Great. And while we're at it, I'll give you the grand tour.
Alright. Oh, that reminds me, I've got a mod that turns the jukebox music down. So that it doesn't end up overwriting, essentially overwriting ambient music.
Go ahead and keep whatever we collect. Seeing as you didn't bring any luggage, I'm guessing there's stuff you need to buy.
I think that's gonna do it for it's almost 11. Normally I'd go later, but I need to see about getting my sleep ready because I'm up at 4 on Sunday. So I can't be up too late tonight, or I'll get up late tomorrow and then I won't sleep in time for work on Sunday. Possibility of a daytime stream tomorrow, we'll see. Gonna have to be up early anyway, might as well be doing something. But yeah, this is going to continue. This is the game that Teek has redeemed. The Point Redemption Teek redeemed. Playthrough of FF7 with mods. FF7 Remake with mods. We'll be going through it. Next session, we'll swap out some mods. Replace them with other mods, so that should be fun. I expect, like, some stuff to be different every session. Bane redeemed Digital Devil Saga New Game Plus. We'll be getting to that as well. Sunday stream, the Sunday evening stream is going to be Shin Megami Tensei 1. The 200 follower goal reward, replacing Suikoden. It should be fun. We'll be doing the PlayStation version of that. I'm quite looking forward to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank everybody for watching. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Yeah, I was wondering why you were quiet, Teek. You know what, let's give you a quick look then. Because if you've been gone while you've not been talking, you won't have seen the Tifa mod.
Thanks.
And don't worry, we'll pay you the difference after. Barrett's out making his rounds too.
Some creepy dude who hit on you. All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs.
Hey there. Here to change out your water filter.
So, I'm not sure why her hands are invisible. I thought it was because of the invisible weapons mod for Tifa, but it's not. That is Tifa's design by Yoshitaka Amano.
Someone to fill in. I'm your man.
In your dreams, maybe.
Huh?
Cloud! Since we're here, maybe we should do a little shopping.
Suppose I could take a look?
Thanks. If you're ever in the market for anything else, drop on by. Especially if Tifa's with you.
We'll see you around, okay? And let us know when your filter next needs changing.
So yeah, if you've ever seen the Amano designs for the FF7 characters, which is honestly kind of interesting, that is the Amano design for Tifa. I do have a mod somewhere on my system for Cloud's Amano design, though it's less of a stark contrast like Tifa's is.
For you, maybe.
Well, you could try being a little nicer.
To get free? Not my style.
Our next stop is Stargazer Heights. Landlady's a client.
Just met her.
Then you know what to expect. Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please.
Can't help but take a
At some point, I really should pick up the FF7 Ultimania.
Done by a terrorist group called Avalanche.
I'd love to just have that. The
Maintaining surveillance.
stuff.
Hey, Marl. Got some filters for ya.
Tifa, my dear girl.
Maybe I'll just order it after we're done here.
What's he doing here?
Working?
This is weird to me, because, like,
Cloud's helping me with
Marl's,
directions.
like, actually kind of polite. Like, fairly polite.
I'm pretty good at taking
When we
care of
first meet her.
myself,
And then
you
we
know.
come back here, and she's just outright antagonistic.
Still, better him than you. No charm, no wit. Big sword, but no skills.
I've got skills.
Be nice.
And then Tifa's just like, hey, don't be
Doing my
mean to
best.
Marl.
You're looking awfully glum. Are you getting enough sleep?
Go fuck yourself,
A good
Marl.
long rest will cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground floor. Am I right?
That you are. Now, your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything
You'd
I wouldn't
think
do.
that with Marl being the landlady of the place Tifa lives in, rent-free, like, she wouldn't have to pay for the filters.
Don't you still have work to do? Well, go on then. Get back to it.
Marl's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while?
It's like, with Tifa living here rent-free, Cloud living here rent-free, and presumably Marco living here
We've
rent-free.
got to get you your money.
Like,
Last stop is the weapons store.
where does Marl actually get money from?
The Watch is saying they're gonna step up their game.
They're funding a terrorist organization.
Hey, if it isn't Tifa.
You here for the filter?
Hey! That last filter didn't do.
We're so sorry about that. Hopefully this one will work better.
Save your excuses and get
I tell you what, though, Teek.
All right. If you could just settle your bill, we'll be on.
We'll end with this showing off one more mod,
charging me for your busted
just for you.
My associate handles payment disputes.
Think you can mosey up in here and have it your way?
All about that moseying.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done with our rounds and you've got a small fortune now, why not take a gander at the weapons?
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so what do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion. Want to hear it?
Yeah, a
If
mod
you're
there's going to be a
serious about
hint
becoming
for
a
another mod
then you're
next
going to need to
stream.
start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know.
Just for
know?
you, Teek.
Another lesson for life on the ground floor.
Yep. Connections get you jobs. Jobs build your rep. And more rep gets you better connections.
How do I start?
Why not help out the neighborhood watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office, so let's head up top.
No better way
Yeah,
to keep
FF7 Remake handles its opening, like, really well. The problem generally comes about 20 hours in when it's just kind of meandering.
Huh. Didn't know you were holding down the fort.
But while you're getting set up, like, it's
Cloud.
really good
Looking to
about
join the
it.
neighborhood watch?
That depends. What does this neighborhood watch do?
Lots of stuff, really. But our top priority is taking care of any beasts that wander into town. That, and teaching the locals how to defend themselves.
Like they say, the only one who will look out for you is you.
Cloud's a great fighter, but only we know that. If no one knows him, no one will hire him. Thought if he joined the watch, he could get his name out there.
That would work for everybody.
Truth be told, we could really use your help. We can't pay you in gil, but we'll work something out. For example... Aha! What about your sword? I could mod it for you.
No thanks. It's fine just the way it is.
It's a legacy.
You some kind of purist? I know I'd never pass up a chance to improve my gear. Come on. At least let me show you how it's done.
So another mod we've got on makes all weapon levels available from the start. Which isn't as broken a thing as you'd think, because like the later ones still have like the high SP cost. Just means like less waiting around. And the ability to get extra materia slots if you want to wait for the SP for them.
All set.
Basically, but remembering how fast the SP cost jumps up, I feel like keeps it fairly balanced.
Between him and Wedge, there isn't anyone they don't know.
I'll march through the streets singing your praises, even on an empty stomach.
So,
Is it stuff like
Scrap Boulevard.
the level 6 stat boosts are, as far as I remember, like the same level stat boosts as level 1 stat boosts? Like we just had attack plus 5.
I know these streets better than anyone.
Let me double check this just to be sure, but so it's like attack power plus 5. Attack plus 16. Alright, I was wrong then. Back up 16, gee. Yeah, they jump up really quick, actually. Level 2 is plus 8. Level 3 is plus 8. Plus 16 at level 4. Yeah, I'd say it's less broken than you'd think, especially considering just how fast they start to cost more. Everything at level 1 is 4, then 6, then 8, then 12, then 14, then 16. So if you start saving up SP for the higher boosts early, it's still gonna probably balance out, I think. Absolutely on board with Tifa being faster. I do like the classic artwork being a thing there instead of the 3D models. I just think that's neat aesthetically.
Scrap Boulevard is out west. Past the barricades, supposed to keep the monsters out. Anyway, we should prepare, just in case.
Let's go do it. Play a little Tifa.
If any harm comes to her.
Here's Scrap Boulevard.
I can see why monsters would feel right at home.
And the more we pile up, the more they show up.
All these people threatening Cloud if anything happens to Tifa, it's like, Tifa is a fully grown woman. She can take care of herself and is responsible for her own decisions. The extra ice.
soldier looks like in action.
This was just a word.
I'll bet. Let's keep at it.
Now let's do some Tifa.
Gotcha. Come on. That's that. Don't think you'll walk away from this. It's over.
Whatever.
Bring it. Heads up.
Tifa is so much fun to play as. There are mods to put other characters over Cloud, but I don't know if they're just like skins, or if like, oh yeah, no, Tifa over Cloud makes you play as Tifa instead of Cloud. I should look into it, because I absolutely adore playing as Tifa. She's so much fun. I feel like it's always been the case with her. I've said before, like, playing as Tifa in Duodecim is also a lot of fun. And the only reason I don't play as Tifa more in Duodecim is because I'm not fond of her EX burst, which is the slot's limit break.
Be the last of them.
They won't stay gone for long.
Of course not. Even so, folks will be grateful for the peace and
I
quiet.
think this skin might actually be paler as well.
You know?
True.
Trust me, it'll do wonders for your rep. Right. Let's go check in with Biggs and Wedge.
Tifa's so cool. Really got to give them credit for the combat in this game and how everybody feels so different.
Searching for candidates.
And like none of them feel bad. Barrett feels awkward to get used to when you start, but once you get used to Barrett, he's fine. It's a play as.
You guys are machines.
Even Aerith with her more support oriented,
we told everyone we could
he's
about
still
you.
great to play as.
So I heard. I've got to ask though, what did you tell them?
It's all right. All you gotta do is keep up the good work. It'll pay off soon enough, I promise.
How's the sword, by the way?
Good.
Hitting harder.
Glad to hear it. Seems like the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Oh. You okay?
I'm fine.
Man, I just don't remember where I got the sword. Or what we've been through together.
After you left the village...
It's a long story.
I've got time.
Yeah, the death lasers.
Why don't you tell me all about
which
it
are
while we
actually
try to
really
rustle
good
up some more work for
DPS.
you?
That sounds great. I'll come too.
Which is also, like, really good for allowing her to still hold her own. She's great as healing and support, but is capable of holding
They
her
haven't
own.
seen each other in years. You'd be a third wheel.
Hey, before we get back to it, why don't you check out the weapons?
No need.
Come on, the dealer's probably heard all about you by now. Might treat you better.
I don't know about that.
Alright, so let's see one last mod that'll give you a hint to a mod that I'm gonna put on for the next stream.
No better way to keep you and your family safe than with a weapon of your own.
Hold up. Heard there's a merc that'll take on any monster. You the man?
Word spreads fast around here.
What if I am?
Sorry about before. I get
Everybody is down for polyroll.
Man in your line of work needs weapons, no? Why not try that one on for size? Yours on the house. Like you rocking my weapons is good advertising. Think about it.
Fine.
Or if you want to take a look at something else.
Just a look.
What do you got?
Don't be a stranger.
Since you've got yourself a new weapon, let's see if we can't put it to good use. Come on, let's go chat up Weimer.
Who?
The guy who tracks all the requests that come to the watch. You never know. Could toss some work your way.
Where's he at?
Oh, he should be back at the office by now.
One thing I do appreciate about this as well is that SP isn't shared amongst weapons. You don't have to just choose one weapon to go with, or like withhold SP to make another weapon stronger. Like, all weapons just get all the SP you've ever gotten. I really like that as an idea. It makes every weapon viable in the endgame. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, FF7 Remake is, like, surprisingly well balanced in a lot of ways for that.
I hear you sell swords. Searching for candidates.
Hey there, Tifa. You need a helping hand?
Actually, I wanted to introduce you to an old friend of mine. This is Cloud. He's a merc.
Ah, you don't say. Well, we're always on the lookout for experienced fighters to help us deal with the bigger critters.
I'll take on anything. For the right price, that is.
Experienced
Yeah, usually the way these things work is like you get a weapon, then you'll get a better weapon, and then you'll get a better weapon, until you end up with like ultimate weapon and you never use anything else.
Thanks.
But it's nice that basically every weapon is viable.
Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. Sizable weapon. Excellent cardiovascular health and impressive lung capacity. Perfectly balanced muscle and bone structure. An optimal candidate. My name is Chadley. I'm an intern for Shinra's Research and Development Division. I hope you'll be interested in helping me with my research. Please accept this as a down payment. I would like you to set that assess materia in your equipment and use it to gather intelligence in battle. This data will help me to develop new types of materia.
I'm not interested in working for Shinra.
You should know that I work actively to undermine Shinra's efforts. I'm sure you of all people can appreciate the tremendous power of materia, as well as how it might be wielded against your corporate enemies. And if you later decide that I am not worthy of your trust, you can do what you do best.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent! Then we shall work together so long as you deem fit. Once you've completed your task, please return and report to me.
Interesting thought there of like develop new materia. But the original game makes it point that materia is just kind of a naturally occurring thing. Hell, I think in the original compilation of 7, there's only like one piece of man-made materia and Vincent has it. It's what keeps his chaos limit break in check. I could be wrong because I've not actually done Dirge of Cerberus. Like, developing materia just sounds kind of weird.
Please set the orb of assess materia to your equipment and use it to gather battle intel. Please set the orb of assess materia
You'll
to
never
your
want for
equipment
work around
and
here
use
if you prove yourself useful.
Alright, so let's see this weapon in battle.
Got new numbers for Monster Slaying this month. Check them out.
Okay, so it's the big one. Hey, Bane. Proto-materia and dirge is naturally occurring. So there isn't such a thing as man-made materia, which makes it even weirder. I assume you've been lurking for most of the stream. You've been enjoying the mods?
My husband decided to go.
It's all the items you could want, straight from the
Hey there, Tifa. Welcome back. And you?
Yeah, allows
You're
Vincent's
working
control
town looking
cards.
for work, right?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw you crack a smile. Well,
Excellent. I'm glad you've been enjoying it,
you
Ben.
can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help. And the whole rat pack will come running just like that.
Right, let's go do this.
all the items you could want, straight from
another day.
So yeah, I assume you've probably seen the Amano design for Tifa before, and probably like the rest of the FF7 characters.
Bring it on.
It's on you.
All set. Bring it. Bring it.
I'm waiting.
There's no escape. That's that. There. It's over. Bye.
Yeah, you've seen those designs.
I don't see.
Presume Holy and Black Materium.
What do you think?
You know, thinking about it, I could believe that they're not,
This might be a
but
waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base.
that they were created by the Cetra. Because materia is supposed to be like highly condensed live stream energy, isn't it? It makes sense if the ancients were capable of creating materia.
Well, rats too much to handle? I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the Doom Rats. No biggie. Get back out there and finish the job, and we're good. Don't look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they show. You'll get them this time for sure.
I could kill you. Nobody would care. Yeah. It's the scene I'm thinking of, but I'm blanking on the exact wording of it. Memories of the planet or something, I don't know.
all the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs or your budget, our wide selection.
Another day
I figured you might have a better idea than I do right now. Alright.
Gotta win at all
Deal
costs.
with that.
Oh shit, that's actually a point.
Too bad. Don't overdo it.
I got this. Finish him off. We're gonna feel this one.
Come on. That it?
Take that. Ha. Bring it. It's over. Go for it.
Never
Yeah.
in doubt.
They could be both. You could have naturally occurring summons and etc. created ones.
Close up shop. No matter your needs or your budget, our wide selection of items is guaranteed to satisfy.
Finally managed to get those Doom Rats, huh? Thanks, guys. You're the greatest. Was so dead in here, I thought I might have to close up shop for good. Hey, got an idea. Hear me out. If the guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop, well, what do you say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Talk you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listen. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
You offering to pay me an exposure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new merc in town and my little store. I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
That went well. Could be a
Mutually
fun calling.
beneficial advertising.
Was alright, I guess.
Hey, an exposure.
Think of each job as an opportunity, not to make money, but to build connections.
It's not what you know, but who.
You remembered.
Not a patient teacher.
Maybe not so patient next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, Barrett should have finished collecting his share of the money by now. So what do you want to do? Head back to the bar?
Thanks to the
I feel like Tifa is like so ridiculously DTF in this game.
awesome new merc in town, everyone's favorite item shop is better than ever. Guess
Alright, let's head back to this. We'll show off Teek one more mod. And then we'll call it.
Something's wrong. Let's check it out.
No, I want to go and see Barrett. God damn it. Deal with Johnny now.
I hope he's okay.
Stay away from me! Hold it!
Settle down now.
Get off me! I didn't do...
Shut up, punk.
Or what, huh? Screw you!
What's going on?
Why you gotta do
Somebody
me like
went and
that?
stole some
Just
blasting
messing
native from a
with you.
Shinra warehouse. So public security started asking questions, and you know how Johnny gets.
It's because of the reactor bombing, I bet. I could be wrong, but something tells me they're not gonna settle for just roughing him up this time.
We've got to save him, Cloud.
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we do. But he has his suspicions. And he's a talker.
He's a loudmouth.
You know what? Maybe I should go alone.
I'm coming.
Are you sure?
It's the least I can do. Lead on.
Thanks. Come on.
Alright, here we go.
This isn't gonna come back on the rest of us.
I'd love to help, but you know.
They come in and act like they own.
Man, you're trying to break my arm? Dragging me to the
He's not Avalanche, he's just annoying. And is likely to just ruin everything for us.
Come on. Let's get a closer look.
Any way to treat a model citizen of Midgar?
Model citizens don't steal blasting agent. So why don't you tell me why your ID popped when we were going over the warehouse logs?
Huh? You got it all wrong. I've never gone anywhere near a Shinra warehouse. Check my ID.
Your ID was never lost. Never got you inside a Shinra installation in the first place. But Joe, you were. We'll take all the time we need to help you get your story straight.
I don't get that. They just made some shit
All he
up.
had to do was keep his mouth shut.
Yep.
Anyway,
It's like,
you
what,
distract the
entrapment?
officers and I'll figure something out.
Never. All right.
Let him go.
Who are you? The cavalry?
Is that who I think it is? Hi. Yeah, you guys really came to save me.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Here we go.
Thanks, Tifa.
It's on you.
Tifa is so good.
I got your number. Allow me. Too bad.
All right.
So, is it over? Yo, anybody?
What now?
He's a talker.
The silhouette there does actually look really cool.
Whoa, whoa!
No!
You're not gonna. Hold up! Wait! Don't do it, man!
You want to live? Then get the hell out of town.
You got it, boss. You ain't never gonna see my face again. I swear.
Are you sure about this? It's a big risk.
I know, but it's fine.
But we can't just go around killing people. We're supposed to be the good guys.
And them?
No more. Cloud, you're scaring me. We need to go before they wake up.
I feel like Cloud's only going about as hard as you would expect Tifa to have been suggested. But hey, we need to go take care of Johnny. He's a talker. Okay, and that also involves dealing with Shinra.
I'm worried about Johnny.
So what, do you think we just knocked out everybody who was at the reactor? No, we killed them.
What?
It's just... You've really changed.
How?
I suppose it's... Yeah. Your eyes. They used to be less...
Less green.
It's the Mako. Soldier, remember?
I remember. So, what do you want to do now? Head back to the bar, or do you want to tackle another job or two?
I want to go and see Barrett. See that last mod that I think Teek missed.
Hey man, check it out. This song's pretty sweet, ain't it? You like it? You feeling it? Have a copy.
Weird how he didn't have a
Okay.
scratch on him.
He said he was leaving town. Does this mean we'll never see him again?
So Johnny,
What would make him want to leave?
I've chatted with that Barrett guy a few times.
And here we are.
Like a real
You must be tired.
actually pretty chill.
Same as you, I guess.
Could use a little something to take the edge off, right? How about a refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too. Hey, do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute, build up some savings.
I see. In that case, want to head back out and look for more gigs?
God damn it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna drink to take the edge off Tifa. Honestly, I feel like Tifa's the one that's like really DTF.
So he's the rat slayer. So he's the rat slayer. You can't
Johnny was in and out in a flash.
Those disgusting vermin deserved what they got.
Hello, hello! Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. You're not here to shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talagar factory.
Oh, this is a
You
shot.
don't have that kind of trouble around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle
Zach would seize the opportunity.
Obliged, sir. Head on over to the old
Until he starts
factory
dating
and
Era.
talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding
Whatever
the
flaws Zach has, he's not
I'm counting on you, my friend.
a cheater.
Shops on Culver Street, stock goods you won't find anymore. So I was at the
He said he was leaving town. I wonder what's going on. Please?
You never know.
If the planet's a living...
Hey, the area around
Step back.
Oh, that's the area that leads to the drakes, alright.
You'll have to wait till the blockade's lifted.
Huh?
Hey, the area around the old factory's off limits. If you want to, there are monsters on the plate.
I heard it was...
I've seen that poster.
Anything going on around the station?
Think about it. They found out who bombed it.
This time matters.
Might as well sleep until it does.
There's a secret music track.
When's the train gonna come? Wherever the hungry masses are, that's where I'll be.
Finest used goods the plane has to offer. Yeah. All you need to transform any ruby. Black milk.
You're just getting started, aren't you, Merc? In that case, you'll need to be prepared for anything.
I only paid 30 for it, so it's not a big loss.
Wherever the hungry masses are, that's where I'll be. Some might have lost their
Why are people waiting around the train station when trains probably aren't active? You know, it's hard to notice sometimes, but it's kind of surprising just how much this game uses, like, just images as backgrounds. Until we got here, I didn't realize that that was just an image.
With all that swaying, it must have been terrible.
Do you think the train...
Can you believe it? Some people.
I'm gonna hunt down those criminals.
I really need to get to the plate.
Time matters.
They found out. If you think about it,
I've seen that poster.
think they're saving the planet or whatever, but all they're doing is killing Midgard.
Yeah, I know this bombing screwed me over something fierce.
Can I get through there? No, they just keep moving back into play.
I saw it first. Got it?
Oh, this one too. Guess we hit the
There are
jackpot
monsters
today.
on the plate. Hey, the
Factory's off limits. Factory's off limits. Drakes have been spotted inside. Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things. Are you? In that case, be my guest. We believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all.
Kill them. Alright, and that one is really gonna do it. Good question. My thought with it was like, factories off limits, Drakes are inside, like, cool, what is anybody gonna do about them? But yeah, FF7 Remake. Finally made a start on it. I say finally, it was redeemed yesterday. Redeemed by Teek. We're going to continue this, going through it. New mods every session. Coming up, we also have the Digital Devil Saga New Game Plus playthrough, redeemed by Bane. Look forward to that. We'll be attempting the Demi-Fiend fight as well, still considered to be one, possibly the hardest JRPG super boss. Definitely look forward to that. Sunday, we'll be back with the beginning of Shin Megami Tensei 1, which is our 200 follower goal reward game, replacing Suikoden after we lost that save file. Yeah. We're not gonna drop Resident Evil 0, we are gonna get to it at some point. I just didn't want to start it tonight and do it for like 2 hours. I ended up doing other stuff for longer than I anticipated. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. RE0 will, at some point, probably start next week. So, in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Amber for the raid. Flame, Magic, Teek, Icy, Manda, Ain. Feel like that's everybody. Looks like it's probably everybody. And thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Like I say, back on Sunday. Not sure exactly what time, but keep an eye out for the notification. Because we'll be starting Shin Megami Tensei 1. Which is going to be the oldest RPG that we've done for the stream. Not the specific release we'll be doing, though. It was originally released in '92 for Super Famicom. We'll be playing the 2001 PlayStation Remake. Yeah, come and check that out. See where the Shin Megami Tensei series that I'm so fond of started. Final Fantasy VII Remake will continue next week, as will the 10 years of Resident Evil. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Good people. Yeah, pretty much it. So there's not really anything else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.